heading to Yaoundé to meet Chief Justice Fonkwe, who is the president of the judicial bench of the Cameroon Supreme Court, who is as well the founder of Conceive Association. This great association, dear viewers, has brought forth a wonderful project titled the Mwe Language Project. This is all about the translation of the gospel according to St. Luke in the Mwe language. This project, dear viewers, is going to be dedicated in Yaoundé at the auditorium of Episcopal Conference at exactly 2 p.m. Men's time today. So meeting Chief Justice Fonkwe before the event will permit him to give out more insight to what this language project, this Mwe language project is all about. So stay connected to GASA Media as I bring you live Chief Justice Fonkwe on GASA Media. Justice, you're welcome to GASA Media.
Thank you very much, Madam. Thank you.
Okay.
It's a pleasure receiving GASA Media in my home.
Thank you so much, Justice. Okay, please do introduce yourself to our viewers and what connection do you have with Conceive Association?
I'm Fonkwe Joseph. I work with the Supreme Court of Cameroon. I'm actually the president of the judicial bench of the Supreme Court. And at the same time, I'm the promoter of Conceive. Conceive means the Confederation of the BLM Cultural and Development Associations.
Okay, thank you so much, Justice. I just want to find out for you to tell us a little bit more about this, your philosophy of your work being guided by your conscience and not by politics.
Oh, I think I made that statement when I was being installed at the Supreme Court. It is not actually a philosophy, it is indeed a law. If you look at Section 5 of the Statute of Magistracy, it states that the judge in the discharge of his duties is guided by the law and his conscience. Section 310 of the Criminal Procedure Code states the same thing. So it implies that if he does this, he's doing his work and he should also bring in his conscience, and that requires that whatever he does should be just and equitable. So by saying that, I think I went to the extent of even saying I'm not guided by politics, because the same statute of magistracy prevents the judge from doing active politics. That is why I don't even have a party card. I belong to no political party. But as a citizen, I can vote, but I cannot be voted. Those are my professional constraints.
Okay, so that's so interesting, Justice. Okay, just to find out a little bit more, how did you conceive this idea of translating the English alphabet into the Mwe language alphabet?
Oh, it's an interesting history. You see, I can simply say the idea was born when I was appointed Secretary General to the Ministry of Justice. I was to be installed. The BLM people mobilized themselves, and I bought a lot of food slaughter, a lot of cows in Marwa where I had been. We brought all this down, but the solution didn't hold. I got this idea that I could call my people together. So I summoned all the 17 founders of the BLM Association. It is a non-political association. Its main objective was to translate the Bible into Mwe, create the Mwe alphabet, and also develop the writing language of Mundani. So that's how we came together and we got back to this. And I've been working since then.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay, you made mention that you are about to train Mwe language teachers. How do you intend to realize this?
The whole issue is an intergenerational lifetime project. I mean that we shall die and go. Other generations will take over and this thing will continue. So we train teachers and we train them to teach the language. We saw the need and we brought in institutions for it to be everlasting. We brought in institutions like the Councils of Allah, Fontaine, and Wabani. We brought other institutions like the churches, Catholic Church, Presbyterian Church, and all the churches that you can name them. We brought in funds and chiefs, and our idea is all these people are partners, apart from the main partner with Qatar. We work together from generation to generation. It will continue. It will continue. You can even recruit teachers and pay them on council budgets. So it will go from generation to generation. And when we train the teachers, they go and become trainees in their community, in their meetings, in their churches, in their dioceses, and they train others. Even readers in the churches should be trained as teachers. And so it goes from one person to the other with a multiplier effect. And at the end of the day, we'll have teachers all over the country and even in the diaspora.
Wow, that's going to be wonderful. Okay, let me find out this a little bit more. You're organizing a fundraising exercise this afternoon. So, about how much are you anticipating to get from this fundraising to permit you realize this project?
As I said, this project is for all generations. You cannot for today say what his budget will be. But we did say in our invitation that fundraising is to enable us continue with the translation work, train teachers, engage at e-learning program or online teaching program, and then also get some didactic material and so on. You see, we function in a very simple way. For any given year, we highlight a number of activities that we are going to do, and we draw a budget for that, and we try to realize the budget.
Okay, thank you so much, Justice. Of course, GASA Media is going to play a key role to send this information out there for the benefit of others to send in their own support. Okay, talking about fundraising, Justice, you know, Le BLM diasporans play a key role when it comes to development in Le BLM. So what are you doing as effort to reach out to them?
Well, as I said, we are still very young, but we are doing our best, and we have been trying to meet a few friends. I know that the diaspora is very active through LECA in Canada, Edmonton, Montreal. Go to America, they are very active there. We've been trying to get to them and elsewhere. But we think we'll still get to them when the right moment comes. So I have thought that for now we are the only group in the development process doing this language issue. We are the only association translating the Bible. We can work with other associations, whether it is like that or any development association, so long as the interest of the BLM is at the center. Join us and we can complement each other. You are strong in the diaspora, we are strong at the grassroots. We complement each other. I think the time has come for us to preach these virtues of love.
Except for this language project, can you kind of give us a clear distinction between these two organizations? Are they the same?
Okay, it seems to me that LEGDA is an elitist association. Meanwhile, Kwalekura deals with the grassroots. It takes a bottom-top approach. And I think the two associations can be somewhere. We are not conflicting in anything. So if you are strong as you are in LEGDA today in the diaspora, we don't even exist in the diaspora. We are strong back at home. I think it is very normal that we ask ourselves, is there anything that stops us from working together? We are brothers and sisters. It's the BLM we want to develop. It's the culture we want to develop. And both associations agree that a people without a culture is like a body without a soul. So we should develop the culture of the BLM together.
Okay. Justice, I will just give you an opportunity to say your last words to your people.
Thank you very much for this invitation. I think from this opportunity, I will invite all those who have been sitting on the fence, those who have been hesitating, to join us in this enterprise. It is a live, intergenerational life project, which requires that all of us should come in. In God's vineyard, there's always work for everyone. Come and do your own share of the work. Come and do your own share of the work. Join the moving train don't think it is late to join us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Justice. We are very honored to have you in GASA Media, especially for the first time.
Thank you too, Madam. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Dear viewers, that was Chief Justice Fonkwe with us here at GASA Media.